Hey, what's up, fans? How you guys doing? It's Red Dog Streams. I haven't been making videos on for a while. I'm back to school, man. I'm in, I've been taking a couple classes, almost like 3 days a week. I have 2 classes, pretty much. So, here's what the night started off. It started off with Eminem performing "Not Afraid," and then you see in a little bit, the performance was epic. And then a little bit later, she comes out. And then you see Rihanna come out with her performance, "Love the Way You Lie." I gotta say, the performance was very epic, and I gotta say, Rihanna's voice for the song was excellent. It was terrific, and her playing the role of the woman's voice, and it's pretty much great. And I really like this song. The song was very epic and very powerful, and it brings a lot of light. Yeah, we get the 2010 MTV Music Awards. Yeah, I wish I was there live, pretty much. So, we get her as the host, and I gotta say, her being a host was pretty epic. She was pretty well and funny, too, at the same time, but, yeah, that's what happened. So, her segments was pretty hilarious with Lil Jon, Flo Rida, and her herself, but it was a little bit edgy there, the little, VMA joke, quite frankly. So, that's quite frankly what happened, quite frankly. So, it was hilarious, getting chased by various guys, and that was pretty hilarious. So a little bit later, she runs into this woman saying, "Have you been drinking?" Ankle bracelet goes off, and that was funny too at the same time. But that was a funny intro for her. So yeah, we get Chelsea Handler as the host, and pretty much her intro and entrance was okay. It was good, but why did she have a house over her head? That was a little bit unnecessary there. So moving on, she gets on and does her silly segments here and there, and she wears an awesome dress. And pretty much she was an epic host. She did some jokes here and there, and she wasn't as boring as I thought she would, and she wasn't as horrible as I thought I would, but she was pretty epic. And Lady Gaga's song "Bad Romance" is getting annoying with the and a little cliche, but yeah, but I still give her props with her song. Her song's original, but I gotta say, it doesn't really. Not really the pants I would wear, but
this is the first time, everybody, in 16 years that the VMA has been hosted by a woman.
Yeah, we get proud of that, her being hosted by a woman, and pretty much it's been epic. But I'm surprised it was 16 years. 1994? That was. Yeah, and he was a teenager then. But pretty much she's been a good host. I like what she did as a host. Yeah, so here are the nominees, a female nominee, Videophone, Lady Gaga, Bad Romance, Taylor Swift, Keisha, TikTok, and Lady Gaga wins. She wins the first award, and I have to say, quite frankly, she is so overrated. Like, Keisha made a great song. She's been making great, hardcore music, and I gotta say, I think she could have at least won that award. That was pretty ridiculous. And Taylor Swift is starting to get a little underrated from my point of view, but, you can't blame her talent. She did took she's been making albums nearly every year, so I give her props. But Lady Gaga wins. Her music is great, Bad Romance, but anyways, I was a little, give her props, of her music, but hey, she's making great music, but not my cup of tea, pretty much. So, moving on, we get her and her, silly segment there, Class of 2000 Best Video Comedy, being great. And she had some interesting, funny segments. And that wasn't really Keisha. I thought she was a fake. But hey, that was pretty hysterical for Chelsea Handler to run in and clash into some nominees and some weird meet and greet segments with her eating a donut. And that was pretty funny. She had some funny segments there, but they were a little bit original though. I gotta say, it was nothing I would expect to see those type of segments. So I didn't really catch up much on last year, but 2010 I was a little bit impressed with the segment. So yeah, there we go. Justin Bieber gets chased by a group of girls. But yeah, even adults like Justin Bieber. I wish I was 16 again, but hey, I'm 20 now. I'm a grown man. So here's the cast. I don't know what nominee they were presenting, but they did present the one of the funniest weird segments. Dog Days Are Over, 30 Seconds to Mars, but I gotta say, I didn't know any of them. Kings of Queens, Muse, Uprising, and I thought Paramore would win, because she has the best voice for the band. It's great for a female lead singer. You can't be sexist. So 30 Seconds to Mars, they had, I forgot what song they had, but They were in Nick Madden 2007 soundtrack and the Royal Rumble soundtrack. I forgot what their song was called. I think Rise and Down, something like that. But yeah, they win the award. Their music has been epic, but I don't really listen to. Only listen to some rock music, but not all of them. So pretty much we get Kim Kardashian who wants to access Justin Bieber's dressing room. Like, yeah, everybody loves Justin Bieber, but I'm not 16 anymore, so pretty much I don't know how it's like to have adult women flicking all over him or flocking. But yeah, pretty much she accesses the dressing room. What is as big as a deal because she's almost celebrity status with Justin Bieber. She's pretty much in her league. But hey, pretty much she gets an access. But hey, it was pretty epic for Justin to come. But hey, everybody starts loving him his debut. But I don't know what it'll be like a decade later when he's like 26. But hey, let's just hope he's not overrated. So pretty much he gets run away from a bunch of girls, and then she makes a big performance. Her performance was epic. I really like that song. I really like Justin Bieber. He's like almost 18 in nearly a couple of years. And, I like his dancing. His dancing's been great. Great dancer. He has a great voice, a great powerful voice. So, the performance for the VMAs was pretty epic, pretty much. And I really give him props for, his singing on YouTube really really made an impact a lot. So, I really like the performance. I give him props for, the great performance and stuff. And all the dancing and stuff. He's a great dancer. Surprisingly, he could dance. Very surprising. He probably did a lot of dance lessons and stuff. So, for him to nail out the drums was just very hysterical. And his drums sound sloppy, but hey, he really put on a performance. And I don't know if he could sing and vocalize. And look, it's so weird. He had two drums and he got a little botch on flipping the stick out of his hand. But hey, he still did pretty epic there, and he was probably expecting that to happen. But great performance, great songs, I think. Present out Usher. And I gotta say, Usher and Justin Bieber have very similar dance moves. And it's been pretty epic. I like Usher's performance. Usher's performance was very great, very impressive. It's a lot of smooth, and it was a lot of, original, and the background was just it was very epic, very colorful. And I just gotta say, I really liked it. So then he brings out OMG. The song he did with will.i.am of the Black Eyed Peas, and I gotta say, I really like the performance of OMG. The song's been great, but What's Your Name on Here I Stand was very underrated. That was a great song too. I gotta say, I really liked it pretty much. But the VMAs was really put on a very epic night. It was very epic. The performance was epic, and it was awesome. So that's what we saw pretty much. Pretty much we get to so pretty much we see Nicki Minaj, and I think Katy Perry. She has the nice, pants and stuff, but pretty much we get OMG with Usher, will.i.am, Drake, Find Your Love. Those are the nominees. And I gotta say, B.O.B., Haley Williams, Airplanes, and then we get Eminem, Not Afraid, and surprisingly, In My Head with Derulo. But yeah, pretty much, Eminem wins, but he didn't show up. I don't know why he got an award if he's gonna have a no-show. I really hate the no-shows. The no-shows have been getting annoying, but I like the accepting the award on his behalf pretty much, and it was pretty much funny. So, B.O.B. and Haley Williams need to win that song. That's been the most popular songs and the greatest songs. I don't know why he hasn't got much props on that, but I think he did deserve more popularity. The song's been perfect rated, no over or underrated. So, finally, the part I wanted to talk about was this was ridiculous. Yay, Taylor Swift wins an award. Eventually, she gets cut off by Kanye West. Luckily enough, the parade gets rained down, and yeah, we see this so much. I thought Kanye West apologized. They get this put behind them. They need to do a song together. This is just getting ridiculous. They need to do one good song. Kanye West, yay, he sings an auto-tune. If hip-hop is really not her music, and I don't think that really fits her pants. But apparently, this is what we get. We get her doing Dark Country and singing this sad, dark song, and I think, I'm not really into dark country. Dark country isn't my thing. Her playing the guitar and singing in tears and stuff, that's pretty ridiculous. So, yeah, we get that. But yeah, Taylor Swift is a great singer. Her and Justin Bieber would be a perfect match. I gotta say, I can give them props. Taylor Swift is a great voice, but hey, this doesn't fit my pants at all, pretty much. So, apparently, this dark country stuff is really, very ridiculous just because her getting interrupted by Kanye West, and I thought that would put them behind him. I can acknowledge that, yeah, Kanye West, was very selfish, a little bit uncalled for. That's when I acknowledge, yeah, he can be selfish at times, but pretty much, that was a little ridiculous there. But hey, great performance there. But dark country is not my thing. I'm calling it dark country because this is a country music that sounds so soulful and sounds like R&B a little bit mixed there. Great voice from Mary J. Blige. Great voice from Mary J. Blige. Swizzy making a great collaboration. Drake, coming back with a rap song. I gotta say, the song "Find the Love" is like one of my favorite R&B songs from him because it's a parody song, "Find My Muff," and that song's hilarious. But "Find Your Love" it was a real song. I gotta say, it really touched his heart, that song. So with Drake having back to his rapping roots again, and really back to his his touching voice. But I gotta say, it can't really take away from his singing. He has a great singing. It's like he doesn't need a hook for any song, quite frankly. So, pretty much we get Drake to rap again, and then Mary J. Blige and Swizz Beatz have great vocals, and Swizz Beatz, every time he produces a song, Swizz Beatz always contribute vocals. Except Memphis Bleek's song, no, Swizz Beatz did have vocals in Memphis Bleek's song like that. I thought he didn't say anything, and Busta Rhymes, like every song he contributes his voice in there. So, pretty much Swizz Beatz does provide good vocals, it's just, song structure. He could be probably a co-songwriter too, any song he produces. Pretty much. So Drake, has a great rap, and Mary J. Blige with a great voice. Even though she already did the hook and did backup vocals, she almost dominated the stage with the voice, pretty much. But so moving on, we get Victoria Justin Rome presenting the award. Yeah, Justin Bieber wins. I mean, he's been making the best epic music of all year with help from Usher. So that's pretty much his hookup. So yeah, you can't blame him for having the best talented voice. So apparently, yeah, he presents the award. He gets proud for his fans. So then we get Linkin Park. Linkin Park has been making the best epic performance. The best performance, very gusty, very cloudy, very different. It was outside though, and I really give props. I really like Mike Shinoda playing the pianos, providing the voice. And the lead singer, I forgot his name. I think Bobo, or I don't know who the singer was, but pretty much the performance was great. I don't know how sloppy it was. I don't know if it was horrible or whatnot, but yeah. Anyways, the VMAs was the performance was pretty epic. I really liked the flow of it. It's like very sightseeing. This is the performance that was just pretty much epic, and I gotta say I really liked it pretty much. It was like very well. So yeah, a little bit after that, we get Anzir, the host of the MTV Movie Awards of this year. He did it a few months ago. He's hilarious. I gotta say, I really like that guy. He's a great comedian. He can play. He's a good impression of R. Kelly. He does the "We ain't kids, though."
No, I have a second. Well, what did he do, Ronnie? Yes, that Beyonce video was amazing. And then he did what?
Hey, he took it out, and I was like me. I made it funny. It was pretty hysterical, and I find that very hilarious. I gotta say, it really impressed me a lot. So pretty much. So a little bit of that. So. A little bit after the laugh, he presents Kanye West. And Kanye West did this little epic performance. Like, he plays this music, he produced it, he jots it down, he uses his drum machine, brought it on stage, his drum machine, his sampler, and like you can see that was a little bit epic. And I gotta say, I really like this. Like, the sample's great. I mean, look at that. That was a pretty epic sample. I'd say Kanye West making another sad, dramatic, performance. Almost like Taylor Swift. But I gotta say, him was more entertaining. Hers was, a little bit shocking. She was showing a little soft side of herself. Too much dark country. But him was a little dark hip-hop. But I gotta say, his hip-hop was more performing. I gotta say, Kanye West was really, really more impressing a lot. So, pretty much Kanye West, good to get him back on the stage. Glad to get him to carry his voice. And, that's what I really like about that. It's good to have him back, with his voice again. I still like that guy no matter what. I mean, I still like that guy even though after what he did, but I gotta say, it was uncalled for, but hey, I still like him. I don't hate him personally. So we got a little good of Kanye West's voice. The performance was epic, good dancers, very interactive, very interracial. So a little bit after that, we get Pusha T of the Clips performing. I thought we'd get both members of the Clips, but pretty much Pusha T pulls out the dopest rap of all time. So my brother says, Pusha T needs his brother, but he maybe need his brother for, backup rap. But Pusha T usually does the chorus. And, like, every time it's just them on the track if they don't have any hooks or guests providing the chorus. But yeah, I think Malik needs Pusha T, not the other way around, pretty much.